Influential Personal Brand Recap Edition. Although it's just me this time, I'm filling in for Mama CEO AJ, who is out today, and I'm going to be breaking down my new friend Stacy Tuschl's interview, which I loved. And here's why I loved it. I loved it because more probably than any other interview that we have had, she talks about the intersection of digital marketing, online marketing, in other words, and offline marketing. This intersection between the offline world and the online world, which is where the magic happens. It's not about either or, it really is about both. Now, specifically, I think more of the angle that she takes in her business and in the interview, if you didn't listen to it, go back, of course, and listen to it. But is she's really teaching online marketing strategies for brick and mortar businesses. But if you listen closely, she's really teaching both, just online marketing and offline marketing, which is the story of my life. That is the story of our companies. It's not free traffic or paid traffic, it's both. It's not offline or online, it's both. When you're launching a company, when you're building a personal brand, you have to do everything you can possibly do to get the word out about what you do. Right? Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean you do all the things at once. It means you know, obviously, if you're one of our members, we teach the brand builder journey. So we teach a specific sequence and how you build this. But the thing you got to know is it doesn't matter how advanced you are, how big you are. Like, we have to, over the course of time, master as many marketing strategies as we possibly can. Like, build in as many as our team can handle, and that we can run effectively. And that is just important, right? It's important that you know that. It's important that you hear the truth that nobody built a business on just going viral, and nobody just got lucky where people just showed up. Like, that's not a strategy. And it's not the truth. The truth is that every great personal brand hustled. They built one channel at a time, and then the next, and then the next, and then the next, all as ways of reaching out. And I think that's just, you know, something that we can never hear enough of, right? Because when you look online and you go, oh my gosh, like, I don't have the followers that she has, or I don't have as much engagement as he has, or my videos aren't as cool as hers. That's what we look, right? That's the thought process that we have. But you can't compare your chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 25. And you got to remember that, right? You can't look at what Dave Ramsey's doing and be like, oh my gosh, what, you know, like, I'll never be able to do that. Well, sure you will. It might take you a while, though. I mean, it's taken him 30 years, but he's been slow and steady and consistent. And you can do the same thing. And that's marketing, y'all. Like, it's a grind. It's a hustle. It's a battle. I mean, I'm reminded of, you know, Shark Tank. You know, Shark Tank has all these famous investors, and you would think, how do the sharks have a company that fails? Like, aren't they famous enough that they can just, like, you know, make a video post about anything and it'll just turn into success? And the answer is no, they're not. Like, it helps tremendously, but they can still fail. The companies still fail because you need a marketing system. You need a marketing plan. You need a marketing strategy. You need mechanisms that reinforce your message and are constantly working to tell people about who you are and about what you do. And that's duplicatable. That's replicatable. That's something that can grow. All this other stuff, you know, going viral and all that, that's just luck. That's not something you can reproduce. That's not what you want to build your company off of, even though it's worth aspiring to do that. So anyways, it was a great interview for that reason. I'm going to give you my 3 highlights, but that that was the message, I guess, that was on my heart for me and for you, of just knowing that, hey, it's all online and offline, and we got to do everything we can do to tell the world about what we do. And that's the truth of every successful business and successful personal brand. And so Stacy was a good reminder of that. But all right, so here's my top 3 takeaways. So first of all, she says directly in the interview, my traffic comes from 3 places: Facebook ads, Google search, and our referral program. Bam. Like, there she is sharing her secrets to decades here of a successful brick and mortar business, of where her traffic comes from: Facebook ads, Google search, i.e. search engine optimization, i.e. Google ads, and referral program. So here's my first question for you. How many of those 3 things do you have running in your business? Facebook ads, search engine optimization, and Google ads, and a referral program. It's possible that you have 0. and if you're not experiencing the kind of traffic that you want to be having, it might be because you don't have any of those 3 things running. Now, we teach all 3 of those things: Facebook ads, Google, we would break apart into 2. We would call search engine optimization one part. That's free Google. And then we have Google ads, which is paid traffic, which specifically YouTube and Google ads, which are both the Google ad network. We would actually kind of treat those as 2 separate things. And then referral program, which we would call affiliate marketing, which is another word for that. All 4 of those traffic sources we teach in our event, High Traffic Strategies. And there's a reason why. Now, that's a phase 3 event. And you go, well, Rory, why would you wait all the way till phase 3? Brand Builders Group has 4 phases. We have 3 2-day experiences in each phase, right? So this would be like event number 9 out of 12. And people say, well, Rory, why do you wait that long to teach traffic? I mean, isn't traffic important? Yes, but if you don't have clear positioning, and you don't have a clear offer, and you don't have a clear business model, and you don't have your revenue engine, what we call your revenue engine, set up for all your lead capture and all your funnels, traffic is worthless. But once you have all this stuff built and you go, bam, let's go light up the traffic ways. 3 of the 6 that we teach in our High Traffic Strategies event, she's doing the same thing. So there you go. Like, you're looking for the secret, like, there's the secret. Like, that's what to do. How to do it is a different story, but that's what to do. Facebook ads, search engine optimization, Google ads, and referral program. And how many of those do you have set up? And if you don't have any, or you only have half of them, well, the bad news is that's probably why you're not seeing the traffic you want. But if the good news about that is, hey, there's a lot of room to grow, and it works, right? You're not yet doing the things that other people are doing that get traffic, and that's why you don't have traffic. So that's a good thing. You're clear, at least if you're listening to this episode, you're clear on what will drive traffic. Now, there's a whole bunch of things that we do for free traffic, and then our favorite traffic of all is what we call get paid traffic. So this category, Facebook ads, Google ads, and affiliate, is in what we call paid traffic. We have another form of traffic that we teach in phase 2, which is another reason why these are in phase 3 for us, which is free traffic. And then our favorite traffic of all, which she actually didn't talk about, is what we call get paid traffic, which is where you get paid to be put in front of someone else's audience, which is the number 1 traffic source we have. Of course, for us, it's speaking, where you learn how to get paid and get put in front of an audience, which is amazing, and book deals. But anyways, there you go. Those are things you need to be doing. If you don't have traffic, that's why you don't have traffic. You're not doing those things. And the when is important. That's what we would add to it, right, in Brand Builders Group. So anyways, that was really edifying for me, just to hear her go, okay, we don't have a brick and mortar business, but even in a brick and mortar business, that's what she's doing. And that's powerful. All right. The second thing is that she said brick and mortar is faster. In other words, offline marketing is faster. I believe that is true. What? Wait a minute, Rory. Doesn't Brand Builders kind of specialize in teaching like digital marketing strategies? Yes, we also specialize in teaching offline. Why? Because funnels and traffic and social media and podcasts, these are slower, longer term, more scalable solutions to traffic, but they are slower. So they're more scalable, and in the long term, they're more valuable, right? Because there's only so many phone calls you can make in a day. Maybe not, I maybe wouldn't say more valuable because you can build a team of people, but from you personally as a one man band or a one woman band, you can only make so many phone calls. But remember our background. I knocked on doors for 80 hours a week for 5 summers. Then I telemarketed in corporate enterprise sales. Then we did business to business sales for 12 years in our former company. And then we did digital marketing. And so that's something I want you to know. Like if you're just starting out, Facebook and Instagram and, funnels probably isn't the fastest path to cash. It's not what we teach. We actually have in our virtual training, even for our virtual members, the very first training we put people through is what is called the fast cash formula. And we talk about offline marketing because it's people that it's your customers, it's your friends and family, getting referrals from people that and your clients and it's just people who trust you. That's the fastest path to cash. Funnels and ads and social media and podcasting and publishing books, those are all great things. They're amazing things. They're important things. They're life-changing things, but they're long-term things. They're long-term things, right? If you need to go sign up 10 customers tomorrow to pay you $1,000 each, and you're just starting out, getting on Instagram is not the fastest way to do that. You got to get it through your friends and family from referrals and from your first clients, even if you do it for free so that you get testimonials and you can get referrals. Offline marketing is the fastest path to cash, typically in the short term. Unless you're a celebrity, unless you have a huge following, then it's different. But for most of us, offline is faster. I mean, you can go knock on someone's door. You might have to knock on 50 doors to get one person to buy from you, but you can get a credit card in a day versus, it could take 6 months, a year to get a funnel launched in some cases, depending on how much you know what you're doing. But asking your brother-in-law for a referral, emailing someone and being on a phone call tomorrow, you can collect a credit card by this afternoon or by tomorrow. So you work your offline relationships. Your offline relationships are just as important. And especially in the short term, brick and mortar. I mean, humans. And by the way, those of you that have done, like if I speak in front of a live audience, we might see a 30% conversion. But if I do a webinar funnel, we might see a 3% conversion. So it's a trade-off. Now, the good news about a webinar funnel is that we can have an infinite number of people without adding any time to my calendar. So a 1 to 3% conversion works as long as I have enough cash, to last for 6 months while we get the thing built and launched and tested and tweaked. But you're going to see lower conversions online than offline. And it's going to take typically a longer runway online than offline. And then finally, the last thing, this was so simple, was she just said, and this was just powerful, but she said, you have to scrap how you used to do things and instead ask, how would I do things if I was just starting today in 2020, right? So what I used to do, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant unless it's still relevant, right? Like doing something because that's what I used to do, that's not a reason to keep doing it. The reason to do it is to go, is it the best thing to do today? irregardless and separate of what I used to do. But so many people are living in the past going, well, we've never done that. That's never worked. I don't know how to do that. We never used to do that, so I don't know how to do it. Great. Learn how to do it. Right? The question is not what did you used to do? What you used to do is irrelevant. All that matters is what do you need to do? What do I have to do? Right? Not what do I want to do? What do I have to do? And I have to learn whatever I have to do, and I have to do whatever I have to do, regardless if I want to do it or like to do it. It's kind of what my mom used to say. Entitlement, is interesting because enjoying it isn't a requirement of doing it. Enjoying it isn't a requirement of doing it. And that is true when it comes to marketing. So it's what do I have to do? More than what do I want to do. It's not what did I used to do, it's what should I do today. And some of those things from the past can still work, and other things you need to leave them behind. And in a lot of cases, you need to reinvent or supplement your traffic strategy with some new skill sets. And you can do that, and you can learn some of those things right here on these podcast interviews. You can learn a ton of them from our team at Brand Builders Group. But no matter how you do it, you got to pump your message out there into the world as fast as possible and in as many outlets as you can keep up with, so that people hear about you, because excellence is never an accident. People don't accidentally find you, and you don't accidentally grow your business. So online marketing and offline, bring it together. And that is where the magic happens. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.